welcome back to my channel. I'm Tia if you are new here, and if you're not, then welcome back. I've got my Run Little Mouth t-shirt on today in support of Zaid Meadows, of course, from Haunting Adeline, who is toxic AF but also chef's kiss. But today we are going to be doing my Booktok friends pick my April TBR. So I have not set up a proper like TBR prompt yet. I've got my jar came through today actually for it, so from next month then I will be putting prompts in and picking them out. But for now I thought it would be good to ask 4 of my Booktok friends who I speak books with to pick a book for me for my TBR. So without further ado, I'm going to get into it. I did pick one book for myself, so the pick for myself that I picked was Praise by Sara, Cate. I have heard great things about this. This is more of like it's not really a dark romance, but it's more of like a filthy, smutty book from what I've heard. So it's part of the Salacious Players Club series. So from what I've heard about it, it's basically this girl breaks up with her boyfriend and she wants her stuff back, and she says to him like, give my stuff back, and he's like, well, I haven't got it, like my dad's got it. I don't know why his dad's got it, but you know. And so he says like, obviously you have to go to him. So she goes to him. He owns a club, you know, and she basically goes there obviously wanting to get her stuff back. I think he sort of like misinterprets like what she's there for and thinks that she's there to be sort of like applying for a job to be a submissive for this like club. And so obviously she's not, she's there to get her stuff back, and I think it sort of goes from there. So I'm assuming there's some sort of like thingy there, maybe she does take the job, I don't know. Yeah, I'm excited to read this, and it's not a big book either. Obviously there's like quite a few books in the series, but I thought this would be a good pick. Because then my friend Hannah, I will put their Booktoks here, recommended this to me. She really wanted me to read this. I've not read any fantasies yet, but I have quite a few in my physical TBR, and she said this is a great introduction, and she also really wanted me to read it because the new one is coming out or just come out by the time this goes up. And also my friend Jeneva said that it was a good book as well. She's like, that was one of her recommendations. So it is Powerless by Lauren Roberts, and I'm so excited about this. And this is also a sprayed edge one. Like, how stunning is that? From what I know about it, it's sort of like this world of people with powers, and the main character I think is sort of like an ordinary, so she doesn't have any powers, and she's sort of pretending to have powers, and then she gets thrown into like these trials. That's all I really know, and I'm kind of glad I don't know more about it because I want to be surprised. I'm hoping that the world is going to be broken down, especially with it being my first fantasy book. I know that some of the worlds can be quite confusing. I love a fantasy TV show, so I have very high hopes in going into this and liking this. So I can't wait. I do have the rest of the series, barring obviously the new one. That's where it came out, if you're wondering why there's a gap there. So yeah, I can't wait to read this. Then another one of the recommendations that Shanice said to me was Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh, and also I need to read this as well because I mean it's so hefty, like, and I know there's quite a few in the series, but my hairdresser really wants me to read this so that next time I have my hair done in a couple of months that we have something to talk about, not something to talk about, but like so that we can delve into it, because she absolutely loves this series, and a lot of my favourite booktubers love this series as well, and I've heard great things, but I've also heard that it is absolutely soul crushing. So am I ready for it? No, but am I going to do it anyway? Hopefully it's going on the TBR list. From what I know about this book, it follows like a friend group essentially, and there's different couples in the friend group or to be couples, and basically a lot of them seem like they have a lot of shite going on in like their past life or in their life currently, and it's sort of them navigating that and also navigating their relationships is what I can gather from it. So although it's a hefty book of almost 800 pages, which will be my biggest book to date, I'm excited. But this is probably going to be towards the end of the month, I'm not going to lie. Then my friend Abby suggested, so I asked them to give me sort of like 3 recommendations because I was hoping that at least one of them will be my physical TBR. Unfortunately, the ones that Abby sent are mainly, I think, like thrillers and maybe sad ones. They're not in my physical TBR, and only 1 out of the 3 are on Kindle Unlimited. It means I get to bring my Kindle out because I have not read that in years. But the one that she recommended was The Day Shelley Woodhouse Woke Up, by Laura Pearson. So I'm excited about this one. I am going into this one not knowing anything, so I'm actually excited about that, like to go into something and not know anything. I feel like it's going to be a surprise, whatever it is. I don't know what type of book it is. I'm going to go with it. The other 2 recommendations were not on a Kindle Unlimited, so they're not going to be on my TBR this month, but it gives me an excuse to read my Kindle, so I'm happy about that. Then a different Hannah, my friend, recommended to me 3 books. One of them, she just said read something by Abby Jimenez. I think I've said that right. I don't have anything of hers, and I think there's only like 1 book of hers on Kindle Unlimited, and it just didn't scream to me. But she said that she got her book in the works, so if I end up going into the works this month, I will pick up something, but otherwise it's gonna stay off the TBR until I get something. She then said, because she knows what I've been reading, she's been looking at my Goodreads, and she said she wanted to switch it up and give me something a little bit different, and it's a murder mystery. This one again is not in my physical TBR, but it is on Kindle Unlimited, and it's called Home is Where the Bodies Are by Jeneva Rose, and I'm excited about that. I've not read any murder mysteries. I've read thrillers but not murder mysteries, so I'm quite excited to read that. She said that she thinks that I would enjoy it, so I am going to go with that. Again, like I said, it's on my Kindle, so that'll be another Kindle read. And then the last one, she also said, and this one I actually wanted to put on my TBR as well, so I'm actually kind of delighted. But she said First Time Caller by BK Borison. She said she read it recently and it's a lot of feels, and I've heard this is just a silly, goofy, fun, vibey time. Again, it has had a sprayed edge, and that is just absolutely stunning. Chef's kiss. I cannot wait to read this. A lot of people say it's good around Valentine's Day, but obviously I'm going into April, so I'm not going to wait until next year to read it. So it's going on the TBR. But essentially it's about like a single mum. This is like, and a radio host. Her daughter calls into the radio host. It's like a radio show for like love, I guess, like love dilemmas or something like that. And her daughter rings in basically and says about her mum, like, is single and she wants to find somebody for her. The mum is quite embarrassed, takes over the phone call, ends up spending the entire radio show talking to the host. The show is not doing great, so the producers are like, the ratings have literally skyrocketed, so they want her on as a host. And yeah, I guess they sort of maneuver their sort of like working relationship whilst also it's a romance, so I'm assuming they're obviously going to be like, there are going to be some feels there. Yeah, so we shall see. And that is all on my TBR at the moment. I am not going to add anything else because I feel like obviously Binding 13 is quite a large book, but also I have got a few others that I need to get around to reading, so I'm currently reading Twisted Hate, which is why it's up there. I've also got these and these, which are on my TBR from series I've already started that I want to finish this month, hopefully, fingers crossed, but we shall see. So thank you for watching, and I can't wait to chat to you soon.